And the bad news is we've had a story about Brett May. Yes, Bretimus, Maximus, Mayus. I'm not in my usual location. I'm in Krakow in Poland. Come away for the Christmas market for a few days with the missus. She's in bed at the minute. She's got the right hump because I'm making a video. But when I get news about Brett May, I cannot ignore it. It's very rare these days we get some Brett May news. And if I look fat, it's because I've been walking around eating chocolate, croissants and sausages and anything I can get my hands on for the last 2 days. So yeah, the diet's gone out the window. Anyway, we've also got a bit on Darren G and Billy Moore. So Brett the Machine May. Now, Brett May is in Hull prison, as we know, and he's remanded until 2026 on the blackmail charges. And all's been quiet on the content front. We've all been very sad because we haven't heard anything about Brett May. But he's back, and apparently he's beaten another inmate called Dale Cregan, who's in prison for actually 4 different M charges, 2 of which are a policeman, 2 of which are a gang rival. So sounds like a pretty dangerous sort of fella. And the article that I did get sent was saying that Brett May has obviously beat this fella and hospitalised him. And what I would like to say about that is I highly fucking doubt it. Unfortunately, because we do like to hear about Brett May, but I can say this is 99.9% false. I doubt Brett May could beat up Dale Winton, let alone Dale Cregan, for one. And secondly, Dale Cregan is on a massively long, life term, will be the highest category of prisoner you can possibly get, maybe even in a hospital of sorts, because he's obviously unstable, and he would not have come into contact with Brett May in Hull on the general population or all the numbers or whatever Brett May's on. I don't think he's on the numbers personally, but people keep saying it. So yeah. And thirdly, Dale Cregan is a very, very dangerous man with absolutely nothing to lose. And probably if Brett May did come into his vicinity in an aggressive manner, he probably would just kill him with an object, wouldn't he? Let's be honest. So unfortunately, the news about Brett May, I can say I can categorically guess is false. Darren G and Billy Moore now. We spoke about this the other week because we know that Darren G and Billy Moore have had issues. Well, really, more so that Darren G's just got issues with Billy Moore than the other way around. But yeah, so Darren G has messaged Billy Moore this morning because he's been on a bit of a tirade over the last week, saying he's going to go mad in 2026 and he's going to hurt this person and he's going to cut this person and anyone wants to stay out of his vicinity and all this, that and the other. And so Billy Moore's got a succession of messages this morning from Darren on Instagram, I believe, basically saying to him, come down to Birmingham today. We can sort this issue out that you've got with me. That's what Darren said to him, that the issue that you've got with me can get sorted today. And Billy replied to him basically saying, what's the issue that you're talking about that I've got with you? Quite a mature response, to be honest with you. For reasons which I'm going to get into in a minute. And Darren sort of replied saying, oh yeah, no cameras, come down on your own, or you can bring your camera and whoever leaves walking can take the footage and put it up on their channel and this, that and the other. So what Billy's response in terms of being just what is this issue that you're talking about is because Darren has just been consistently going at him. Billy really hasn't said very much back about Darren G for a long time, for a good few years. And it was all over internet bullshit anyway. And it's like, would it be wise or advisable for Billy to get in the car and drive from Liverpool down to Birmingham, where Darren is, with there being no guarantees that he's going to turn up, no guarantees that he's going to turn up unarmed, and in this mental state he's in at the moment? Would you want to take that chance? There's 50% of me thinks that he wouldn't turn up full stop, and 50% of me thinks if he did turn up, he would just turn up armed, and it would just be a situation that you don't need to put yourself in, especially when you're like Billy, who's trying to sort of not be involved in any of that sort of street altercations, and it just doesn't really make much sense. And the way that Darren sort of just blew up at 7:30 in the morning, messaging him it on Instagram with sort of very little build up to it, it does make me think it was a bit of a fucking strange one. But Darren really doesn't seem to be very well at the moment if you do watch his latest videos. So maybe he'll go and look for Billy when he's on his travels. And some of the things that he has actually been saying about Billy Moore of late, the unsubstantiated lies that he's been spreading about him, are really, really below the belt, I'd say, and reasons probably more so to want to stay away from him rather than to actually physically defend yourself against him, because he just does, yeah, like I say, he just doesn't seem to be very well at the minute. Anyways, boys, let me know what you think down below. Do you believe the Dale Cregan, Brett May attack story that's floating about on Facebook and Yami B spoke about it and stuff? Do you believe it? Do you think Brett May is dismantling people in prison and hospitalising them? And do you think that Billy Moore and Darren G is going to happen? Do you think that Billy Moore did the right thing? Let me know. Anyways, boys, thanks for watching. Adios, la bosh.